What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the reviews for Spider-Man 2099. My name is Cameron and this is issue 11. So in the previous issue we saw Spider-Man get thrown into the future and be captured by a surprising entrance from Venom 2099. And also alongside Venom was the future 2099 version of Dr. Octopus. Now the situation is already crazy enough as it is, but this issue escalates those things. And now viewers of this video, it's time to get into this issue, so let's do it. Alright, so getting into the issue, I would say that the issue begins on a very good note in terms of introducing other characters and a very villain-filled yet appealing entrance from all of the other characters, and we actually discover that all of these guys that have captured Spider-Man are part of the Sinister Six. Now, I can't actually remember whether I mentioned this in the previous issue at the end, but I do actually think I remember mentioning that it could be the Sinister Six that were waiting for him. I think, I don't know, maybe I'm going crazy. But what I love about the characters is that you actually feel like they are the Sinister Six. Like, I'm not too sure about Venom 2099, but from someone that doesn't read the original Spider-Man 2099 comics, the only literal villain I know here is Venom 2099. And so for the others to be able to come across as being a Sinister Six is actually really interesting, especially Electro. Now in this, Electro 2099 is an android, but he still feels like Electro, and that's something that's really intriguing to me, especially with Dr. Octopus as well. Now of course, in the future of 2099, Venom is actually Spider-Man's brother. Yes, he is called Kron, and he is Miguel O'Hara's brother, Kron Stone. And one thing that I loved about Spider-Man and Venom's relationship in this comic was the fact that Venom actually knows who Spider-Man is, but he doesn't want to tell the rest of the Sinister Six. He wants Miguel's identity to remain a secret. And it feels very much like they share a similar relationship to how Spider-Man, Peter Parker and Eddie Brock Venom shared their relationship. You know, like how Venom hates Spider-Man, but he still won't go around telling everyone that Spider-Man is Peter Parker and all that. So I loved how Venom 2099 shared similarities to the original Venom. I don't know why, but it seemed very nostalgic of the Spider-Man 90s cartoon, but maybe that's just because I'm thinking of Venom out of that cartoon. I don't know, it's weird. Anyway, going into what's happening on screen, when this fiery person appeared, I don't know about you guys, but it very much reminded me of Dormammu. And again, I basically only know Dormammu the villain from the 90s Spider-Man cartoon, and so I don't know too much about him, but he kind of has like a fiery head like that as well. And I love how when this person entered the room, you instantly felt like all of the power was with him. Like even the Sinister Six were scared of him, and just the way he put his vocals across sounded extremely sinister, and it was awesome. Now sadly it was just an illusion, and I feel like that was kind of like a missed opportunity to throw Mysterio 2099 into this comic, but it's okay, I won't cry. We also discover Green Goblin of the Sinister Six is actually on the good side. And as a huge Spider-Man fan, it was actually an interesting twist to see the arch nemesis of the original Spider-Man, or should I say the Green Goblin persona, actually be a good guy in the future. So yes, that was a surprising twist, and it was interesting to see where it was going to go, and you was almost vouching for Green Goblin, but kind of worried at the same time. We also managed to get that satisfying feeling of Spider-Man not keeping all of his thoughts in his head, and him actually explaining that this timeline shouldn't exist. You know, getting the other characters to understand. And we actually begin to discover that there was some kind of plague outbreak in the year 2019 that pretty much wiped out the entirety of the human race. Now, of course, that is very familiar as it happened in the Planet of the Apes, the Rise of the Planet of the Apes. So if any of you guys have seen those movies, then you'll know exactly what happens. And this is what I was talking about for my review in the Amazing Spider-Man issue 15. If you haven't seen that review yet, there is actually a surprising twist at the end with Aunt May's husband falling to the ground coughing blood. Now, I actually think that this is this plague coming into fruition now. And of course the first victim, or something along those lines, being Aunt May's husband. Anyway, enough with the theories. As you could see on the screen back there, we discovered that Tyler Stone disappeared. Now in case you don't know who that is actually Tiberius Stone. So yes, Tiberius Stone is also called Tyler Stone, and it's actually really confusing because when Tyler Stone was brought into the comics back in Superior Spider-Man, Dan Slott actually made a mistake in the writing which confused everybody. And so it's actually really complicated to get your head around, but if I'm getting this right, Tyler Stone, also known as Tiberius Stone, is the head of Alchemax in the year 2099. And not only is he the head of Alchemax, but he's also Miguel O'Hara's / Spider-Man's father. And of course Spider-Man knows this, and now we've discovered that Tiberius Stone has been missing for a while. So where could he be? That is something you'll have to wait until the next issue to find out. Now guys, if I got anything wrong to do with Tiberius Stone or Tyler Stone or whatever you want to call him, just let me know in the comments below, because it is a little bit confusing considering that back in the year 2016 there is also the grandfather of Miguel O'Hara. Like, that's literally why Miguel O'Hara is there in 2016, because he has to protect his grandfather to make sure that Tiberius Stone is born, because obviously Tiberius Stone is Miguel's father, and if his father is never born, then Miguel is never born, and it's crazy stuff like that. So yeah. But I will tell you, before I made this review, I did actually do some research on Tiberius Stone / Tyler Stone, and so far I actually think I'm right in what I'm saying, so hopefully I am. But anyway, that is the end of this issue, guys. What did you think? I'm going to give this issue an 8 out of 10, and I have to tell you guys that the next issue is going to kick off. There is a massive twist in it, and we will have the return of Captain America 2099 to make an appearance in this series. And so guys, that is the end of this review. If you want to go to the link in the description and become a patron, then you can do that. You can get videos early, you can get Ultimate Spider-Man reviews earlier than everybody else, you can get giveaways, you can get like behind the scenes stuff of how these videos are made, etc. It's pretty awesome, so check it out. And don't forget to go on my Twitter and Facebook. There will be a giveaway on Twitter tonight. The link is in the description. And last but not least guys, if you love this YouTube channel, if you love this video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you all next time.